Hi, and welcome to the Future Paced Writing System. This is Deanna Olson, founder, and I am here to do a training on how to achieve academic success across all subjects through a 4-step plan in the next 12 weeks. Who is this for? Parents of a child in 7th to 9th grade, or maybe you are the student who is struggling with your writing and grammar. You've tried to help your student unsuccessfully in the past, and now you're ready to find the answer. You are prepared to invest in your child's education positively, emotionally, and financially, and you're willing to set your child up for success for the rest of their academic lives, into college, careers, and beyond. Here is what you'll learn today. Kids in the Future Paced Writing System learn how to master their mindset, conquer the fundamentals of writing. They learn how to collaborate with other students, and finally, put pen to paper. They learn how to sit down and write. Here's what's possible. These are a few of the testimonials from some of my students, both present and past. The one on the left from Karen is the mother of a student, Monica, who came to me in the 9th grade having a lot of difficulty with writing. She had trouble with sentence structure, with storytelling, with spelling, was really, really frustrated because at this point she was being asked to write essays and just couldn't seem to get her grades up, and was really at the point of just giving up emotionally. She was like, Mom, I just can't do this. I'm just done. I just want to be done with it. Don't want to do it anymore. And Mom, of course, was very concerned because she's a 9th grader, heading first year in high school, knew that there was a lot to come in that regard. So I started working with Monica. We talked a lot about mindset, worked on some goals. We also worked on the fundamentals, and we got into some things that she had missed and started working on just improving those skills. And little by little at first, we started to see some improvement. And then pretty soon we started to see a lot of improvement. And what I really noticed about Monica was that she had a lot to say. And I think that's what we see with a lot of kids. Our kids have a lot to say. They have a lot of great ideas. They have a lot of interesting opinions. They even have their own concepts they want to share, but they struggle getting it from their minds to the paper, to their teachers, to their fellow students. Once Monica was finally able to do this, she flourished in her ELA classes. Not only in her ELA classes, but she flourished in all of her other classes too, because she was finally able to communicate in written form. Now Monica is doing quite well. She's getting A+ on her papers, writing papers, and doing even better in her other coursework. And when I talk with her, she's happy and laughing and talking now to me about how she's sharing her opinions with her teachers and enjoying some debate. Who am I? I am Deanna Olson. I am a mother of 5 kids, and now they are all teenagers into adulthood. Collectively, over the last 15 years, I have homeschooled, worked in the public school system, and been a private tutor. I love spending time with my kids and traveling, and I specialize in helping young people find their inner writer in a safe and open environment. Okay, today let's make an agreement. I promise to show you in this training how to become an A+ student, or how to help your student become an A+ student through the Future Paced Writing System. You will actually take action on what I share by scheduling a time to see if we can help your student. Now, if you have ever experienced any of these problems, and I'm pretty sure you probably have, your child has stopped listening to you. In fact, they have become resistant to doing the work, or they hurry through it because they want to just move on, go do something else. You feel like you've tried everything and you are at a loss for what to do next. Pretty common. It all seems just really overwhelming and frustrating. I understand that. And you are afraid for your student, which honestly you should be, because this affects all of their academics and into the rest of their lives. Here's why these problems exist. Fundamentals. Fundamentals are the key to success. If we want to improve a skill, we need to know what exactly has to change. and what might get us there. So today's schools are going so fast, aren't they? The subjects that they're having to learn, the curriculum, uh, they are just moving so quickly, and our kids are learning these writing fundamentals, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade, and then they're being required to start writing these essays, seventh, eighth, ninth grade, and then they're really going fast into high school. And so if your children are missing key fundamentals in those earlier grades, or maybe they're just missing, they have holes in those fundamentals, they're missing certain concepts, then as they get into these middle school and lower high school grades, because they don't have those fundamentals, they're struggling. And it's just something that they don't know how to do, but they aren't understanding why they don't know how to do it. So it becomes very frustrating for them. The next problem that we see, one-to-one and non-expressive environment. These two go hand in hand. Sometimes we see parents who hire one-to-one tutors to help their kids. When we are talking about writing, we really are in a subject area where we need feedback, right? It's a creative process. So students need to be able to work with other students to get that feedback, with guidance, of course, from a tutor and teacher. Our kids need to be able to work together. We need to be able to share ideas. We need to be able to ask questions of each other about the concepts we're talking about. In a one-to-one environment, we weren't really able to do that. Even in a 1-to-30, for instance, like a teacher with 25 to 30 students, there really isn't time for students to get into a good discussion about a paper they're writing. And non-expressive environments, this also plays a part. If you're not able to express your opinion about a topic you're writing about, or ideas, then you're not able to share and hear what other people have to say about said topics, which shuts down the thought process, and you're not able to be creative in your writing, or you're not able to be more elaborate in your writing, in the writing process. And lastly, sometimes it just takes an expert, right? I mean, when we have something break down in our house, say electrical or plumbing, we call a plumber or an electrician. In the K through 12 public school system, bless their hearts, our teachers are required to teach every subject, and they are required to do it with 25 to 30 students in every class. Sometimes our kids just need an expert in math or science or reading or writing. We need to do that if they need it. Let me introduce you to the future-paced writing system. What you really need now is the New Way trifecta. And let me explain this. So now, most of the time when we hire a tutor, the tutor comes in, works one-to-one with the student on a strategy, right? So they take a strategy based on whatever topic the student is struggling in, and they work one-to-one with them on that topic and strategy in an attempt to help that student become proficient in that topic. That's all well and good. But if our students don't have the correct environment and habits wrapped around that strategy, it is not going to last. So here at the future-paced learning writing system, we incorporate not only strategy, but the environment, meaning people with similar goals are in an environment with people with similar goals. So successful people are with successful people. Students who are working towards writing proficiency are with students who are working towards writing proficiency, who all have a positive attitude, who are all sharing with each other and learning from each other. If you wanted to climb Mount Everest, you would want people with you that were of the same similar attitude, had the same determination, had the same desire, so that you were motivated to do that very thing. Habits. Putting in place time management techniques to put them into the right academic direction, okay? So as an example, we brush our teeth every day. Why do we do this? We want to have good oral health. What would be the cost of not brushing our teeth every day? What is the cost of that inaction? It's a future cost that would be financially horrible. And of course, it would be very, very painful. We want to create good academic habits now with our 7th to 9th graders. We want to get those academic habits in now. So as they enter into the 7th, or as they enter into the high school and into college, boy, those academic habits they're already strong, aren't they? And so they get into these harder classes. Maybe they're going to take some AP classes. Maybe they're going to get their associate's degree while they're in high school so that they're just ready to hit, hit the ground running in college, getting their bachelor's degree. In order to do that, they have to have good academic habits. So let's get those taken care of now. So the combination with our system, strategy, habits, and environment, sets our students up for success in the future-paced writing system. So if you're ready, let's go. Grab a pen and paper. We're going to spend the next 15 minutes. They're going to be crucial, so I want you to have something to write this down with. Step 1 is mindset. How to cultivate your most powerful tool to become an A+ writer. Your mindset, very important. Okay, here we have a picture. Parent with children. All right, very frustrated. Looking very, very frustrated. These kids are frustrated, which makes what? The parent very frustrated. So right now we have a very negative mindset. We kind of have this circle going on of negative mindset. Is that going to produce an A+ paper? Probably not. Okay, probably not. That is what is wrong. What do they need? They need the can-do mindset. Do we remember the little engine that chugged up that hill? All right, here at the Future-Paced Rating System, we believe in the can-do attitude. We ask our students when they come to us to create a clear vision of what they want to achieve when they start our program. We ask them to believe in themselves, to really consciously be courageous, because it is a little scary, isn't it? To be open to new ideas, to participate in a positive environment. We ask them to be willing to make mistakes, because mistakes are learning opportunities. And ultimately, we ask them to never give up, because we believe here at the Future-Paced Rating System that there is always a way for every single individual student to succeed, and we will find it together. An example of never giving up is J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Some of you may not know this, but as a young adult, she was a single mom, and she was actually on welfare writing her book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It took her 7 years to write that book. Then she submitted it to 12 major publishers. Guess what happened? They all sent it back to her and denied her. Can you imagine? She must not have given up, because obviously she's successful and she's written more books. It's that kind of determination, not giving up, that we teach our kids here with the Future-Paced Rating System. Step number 2, the forgotten fundamentals. Maximum potential created by learning the fundamentals of writing. Frustration. Schools go so fast that students lose out. All right, just frustration, students feeling like there must be something wrong with me. Why can't I do this? When really it's just that they missed something. They missed something in the fundamentals, and they just need to relearn it, or they need to learn it for the first time. And then all the pieces will fall into place and they'll be able to write that A+ paper. So step by step, as we have here at the Future-Paced Rating System, step by step, we teach the kids the writing fundamentals, and then the magic occurs. And they start getting those A+ papers. This is a game changer. Writing fundamentals equals A+ student. It equals I'm in. Students getting into their top colleges. Writing fundamentals equals I got the job they wanted, the first job they wanted. Writing fundamentals equals my career's taking off because they were able to make those career choices because they could communicate effectively. All right, step number 3, collaboration, so important. Peer review builds student investment in their writing, helps the student understand the relationship between their writing and their coursework, and fosters critical thinking skills. This student in the box with the question mark. Okay. Students today are writing as an isolated and private act. This causes frustration, and then they give up. You know, so much of the time, students, they start writing and they're thinking, especially in the 7th through 9th grade, they're thinking, gosh, can I say that? Can I say that in writing? Can I have an opinion about that? Gosh, I don't understand the prompt. I don't know what the teacher wants me to write about. What does she mean by that? Oh, what's that word? I don't understand that word. I don't want to write. What if I look dumb? What if they don't understand me? I don't want to look like that. You know, these are the things that are going through our students' minds. And if they had somebody or a group of kids that they were in a positive environment where they could feel safe and have discussions, then they wouldn't have to be going through this alone, which is what we offer here. Collaboration peer review. This is very important. Collaboration helps students to better understand the conventions of the academic discourse. In other words, collaboration helps students realize that all of these, you know, the grammar that we teach them, the writing fundamentals that we teach them, they're not just arbitrary rules, but it's what the reader expects when they're reading the writing that they've done. Peer review sessions allow students to field questions about their writing. And sometimes they even have to explain what they've written, right? They have to defend their writing strategies because somebody will ask them, well, why did you write it that way? Or why did you write about that topic? It helps them to critically think about why they wrote something. It helps them to increase their sense of mastery of what is often a complex and difficult task, writing. Southwestern University actually does study on how peer review helps students when they are writing. Peer review gives students the opportunity to learn from one another. It allows students to clarify their own ideas. Peer review provides professional experience for students. And peer review minimizes last-minute drafting and may cut down on common lower-level writing errors. And lastly, step number 4, pen to paper. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. Personal obstacles that limit our success. I think we've all seen these. Obstacles like procrastination, of course, perfectionism. We want it to be perfect. We just have to do one more edit. Things like fear of success, which is usually about fear of the responsibilities that come with it. And fear of failure. And that just means that they stop trying because they're afraid they're going to fail. A lot of these we address in the beginning with our mindset work, but they do exist, and I think we have all experienced them. With pen to paper, we continue to practice writing. We believe in practice, practice, practice. We utilize the correct mindset, as I mentioned. We utilize the writing fundamentals and the collaboration with peer review. And this to increase our proficiency and sense of mastery all the way around. An example of this is Michael Phelps, Olympic swimming medalist, 28-time Olympic medalist. I have a picture here on the left of when he first started swimming competitively. And then of course the one on the right is with his 28 medals. A quote by him: "Every year since I have been swimming competitively, I have set goals for myself in writing. The goal sheet was mandatory. I got used to it and it became a habit. If there was a day when I was down, when I was not swimming well, when I simply felt tired or grouchy, I would look at it. It was definitely a pick-me-up." We believe in helping kids at the Future Pace Writing System to set goals, to create habits. They need to have these habits so that when they have a bad day, they can count on these habits, these goal setting habits to help them get through it and move on to the good days. Congratulations on making it this far. Okay, remember the agreement. I've set some time aside to help you build an action plan over about 30 minutes to see if I can help you. We could take a look at the future-paced writing system and see if it can work for you so you know where your focus will need to go. This is not a sales call. I don't do sales calls. I don't even know if I can help you yet. If it makes sense and I'm positive I can help you get results, I may invite you to become one of my new clients so we can build everything together. If that invitation is made, there is still zero pressure, and it is entirely up to you if you accept. Choice A, you have two choices today. Choice A is to do nothing. You can continue just getting the same result, and you probably will have some confusion and frustration, and you'll be continuing to search for answers without results. Or choice B, be the action taker, help your student become a powerful writer and an A+ student who wants to succeed, value their education, and just choose to be that action taker. This is a picture of my calendar. I do have a link in this post. Please go ahead and click on that link and make an appointment, and then we can quickly get going and build your game plan for attending the future-paced writing system. Thank you.